I am sitting on the cracked leather seat of the last railway carriage leaving Iasi, the moon hanging like a burnt coin above the copper roofs of Alexandru Ion Cuza University Iasi, and I am trying to understand why my chest feels as if someone has poured wet cement through my ribs. Train jolts, my forehead knocks against the cold window, and the memories spill out like stale perfume. Listen, dear invisible friend who is kind enough to travel inside this voice, I need you to feel every splinter with me, because if we do not catalog the wounds together, the world will call them minor inconveniences and ask us to smile. I refuse, we refuse. It began 3 weeks ago when the acceptance letter arrived on paper so thin it sliced my finger. Mummy kissed the cut and said, "Prestige, darling, prestige will protect you." Prestige, it turns out, is a ghost wearing a monocle who laughs while you bleed. The first omen was the email address they gave us, a string of 19 random numbers that looked like a prisoner stamp. I wrote them the sweetest digital letter subject line, a gentle question about dormitory pillows, and I waited. 7 days, 14 hours, 33 minutes. No answer. That is 181,800 seconds of staring at an empty inbox, which is long enough to rewatch every childhood birthday video and notice how the candles shrink each year. When you do not reply to a child, you teach her that her words are biodegradable. That is why ignoring mail is evil. It is a quiet way of saying you do not exist. I arrived at the station with a trunk monogrammed in gold, the kind of trunk that expects porters and rose petals. Instead, I found a single trolley with 3 wheels and a bent axle, squeaking like a mouse being stepped on slowly. The university map they uploaded was a JPEG from 2004, compressed so many times that the pixels had become abstract art. I dragged that trunk across tram tracks, cobblestones, dog waste, and a mysterious puddle that smelled like hot coins. Every meter I pulled, the handle dug new grooves into my pampered palms. By the time I reached the iron gates of Alexandru Ion Cuza University Iasi, my hands looked like I had tried to strangle a cactus. The gatekeeper, a man with exactly 3 teeth and the breath of 1,000 years, demanded my printed invitation. I gave him my phone screen cracked from the trolley sagond. He squinted, shook his head, said paper only, Regulation 37, Paragraph 8. I asked where such paragraph might be found. He pointed at a wooden drawer that refused to open, laughed, and spat something brown that landed on my velvet sleeve. Here is the moral physics. When the first human you meet at a place humiliates you, the buildings themselves begin to sneer. The bricks smell your shame and tighten like fists. Inside the secretariat, 31 students stood in a line that curved like a sickle. The fluorescent light flickered at the exact frequency that triggers migraines in people who grew up reading under candlelight because the state kept cutting power. I counted. Every 5th flicker, the woman behind the desk rolled her eyes. She wore a badge that said, "I am here to help," which is Orwellian for abandon hope. When my turn arrived, I smiled so hard my dimples hurt and asked for the key to the dorm. She said 6 signatures first. I said, "Where?" She said building A, building C, basement, attic, treasury, and the rector's ghost. She did not laugh, so I did not laugh. She stamped a paper so violently the table shook, and I realized the stamp was missing ink. The mark it left looked like a bruise. Signature 1, treasury. I walked down a corridor painted the color of old porridge. The cashier window was a medieval hatch. Behind it sat a lady who had clearly rehearsed her indifference in the mirror for decades. I slid my tuition receipt through the slot. She picked it up with 2 fingers as though it were a dead moth and
said copy missing. I said you never asked for a copy. She said we always ask. I said when? She said yesterday. Time travel apparently is part of the curriculum. I ran to the library basement where the photocopier lived. The photocopier was out of toner, which is academic slang for we spent the toner budget on the rector's portrait. A kind janitorize, one exists whispered that I could buy a single sheet of toner for 5 lei from his pocket. I am looking into crimes near Alexandru Ion Cuza University, Iasi, and I feel a little sad because the stories are so sad. Businesses near Alexandru Ion Cuza University, Iasi, are often small souvenir shops that look charming, but sometimes they hide tricks. One shop near the main campus pretended to sell authentic Georgian wine at a discount. The tourist paid in cash and was given a cheap bottle with a fake label. The victim probably realized the mistake after opening the bottle in the hostel and felt angry and embarrassed. She likely asked the shop manager for a refund and was told the sale was final, so she left empty-handed. The scammer probably kept the money and may have been warned by other customers, but the police rarely catch such petty fraud quickly. Another type of place near Alexandru Ion Cuza University, Iasi, is a street market stall that sells handmade jewelry. The stall advertised a buy one, get one free offer on silver bracelets. The tourist selected 2 pieces, handed over a credit card, and the clerk pressed the wrong amount on the terminal. The receipt showed a higher charge for a premium item that was never delivered. The victim probably called her bank to dispute the charge and felt nervous about losing her travel budget. The bank may have reversed the payment after a few days, but the seller likely disappeared before the tourist could confront him. He might have faced a small fine if the local consumer office investigated. A third example is a small electronics shop close to the university library that offered a student discount on headphones. The tourist signed a paper receipt that looked legit, but the headphones stopped working after one day. The shop refused to exchange them and claimed the warranty did not apply to tourists. The victim probably tried to return home with the broken item and felt cheated, maybe posting a review online to warn others. The shop owner might have been reported to the city hall, yet often these cases end with the buyer losing money and the scammer continuing his business because the penalty is minimal. You see how these simple tricks can ruin a short visit? Do you think it is fair that such places get away with it? I hope you understand why I feel so heavy when I think about these unfair moments. Ladies and gentlemen, gather around as we embark on a little journey through the bustling streets surrounding the prestigious Alexandru Ion Cuza University in Iasi. Now, if you're planning a visit to this scholarly neighborhood, you might want to brace yourselves for an adventure in commerce that's as unpredictable as a Romanian winter. Let's start with the mammoth of commerce, the Palas Iasi Mall. Picture this Ure driving in circles looking for a parking spot. And just when you think you've found one, Ure slapped with a fine, lost in a labyrinth of confusion, with signs that might as well be written in ancient hieroglyphs. It's a place where the toilets seem to have missed the memo on cleanliness, and the staff's grasp of English is as elusive as a Romanian vampire at dawn. And if you're hoping for a movie experience that doesn't feel like a trip back to the Stone Age, well, you might want to adjust your expectations. Now, let's waltz over to the Universitatea Hotel Spa, where the only thing more overpriced than their shops is the mystery of their booking system. Imagine paying double for a room because your name was mistyped, or being told that the room they held for you justifies a charge, even if you never stepped foot inside. It's a place where elevators play hide and seek, and the concept of a wheelchair-accessible room is as flexible as a Russian gymnast. Feeling peckish? Let's see what Restaurant Caucase has to offer. Here, you might be served a side of indifference with your undercooked meat and overpriced small portions. The service is as slow as a snail on a bad day, and the staff seems to have mastered the art of forgetting orders, leaving you hungrier than when you walked in. For those who seek the comfort of a cup of joe, Gist specialty coffee shop awaits. But be warned, you might find the atmosphere as chilly as a Siberian winter, with baristas who seem to have taken a vow of silence, except when it comes to asking for tips before you've even sipped your brew. It's a place where the art of coffee is matched only by the art of making customers feel like they're inconveniencing the staff by existing. As night falls, the Fratelli Iasi Club beckons with promises of a good time. However, be prepared for a night where the only dance you'll do is the dodging smoke rings dance, and where customer service seems to have taken a permanent vacation. The food here is as appetizing as a bowl of soggy cereal, and the bouncer's mood swings could give a roller coaster a run for its money. And for the shopaholics, There's the Vogue outlet, a place where the prices are as high as the Empire State Building, and the customer service is as warm as an igloo. Here, y'all find a treasure trove of items with defects so subtle, you might start questioning your own eyesight. Lastly, the Dead Soldier Speakeasy offers a cozy corner for those who enjoy their drinks with a side of frostbite. The ambience is charming, the drinks are delightful, but the service might just leave you out in the cold, both literally and figuratively. So, my friends, as you navigate the business landscape near Alexandru Ion Cuza University, remember to pack your patience, your sense of humor, and perhaps a magnifying glass to decipher those elusive parking signs. While the area may not be the epitome of perfection, it certainly won't leave you with a shortage of stories to tell. Safe travels, and may your experiences be as delightful as a Romanian spring day, which, as we all know, can be a bit of a gamble.